Hey there, I'm going to try to explain hashing in the context of data lake tables. So what we see on the left here is an orders table. We have an order ID and a customer ID. We left all the other fields off, and I went ahead and built that out. Orders 101 through 109, and there's a couple different customer keys in there across the board. 565, you might see some repeats, but they're different customers for each order. And then what we want to do is show how hashing allows us to create buckets. So we want to store this into, let's say, 3 buckets as our example. So for 3 buckets, it really means we're going to have 3 different files. So let's just kind of build those out here. We'll call this one bucket 0, ET0. Well, so I got a little problem with my screen here. That's all right. Bucket 0. How about that? And bucket 0 is about here. And we want to have another bucket. We'll call this one bucket 1. And he'll be here. And then we need a third bucket, which I guess we can use purple or something. Bucket number 3. Excuse me. Bucket number 2, 0, 1, and 2, kind of a zero-based number scheme. And how do we get files? How do we get those records from the system? How do we get them from this file on the left, the orders table, into a particular bucket or a file? Well, we have to tell it what field we're bucketing by. So we're going to do 3 buckets on the cust ID. We're going to use that second column over there to the side. And what we do is we just use a hashing algorithm. And the hashing algorithm takes the field we want to go to. That's our, our cust ID here. And ultimately, we need to kind of get it into a number. We would have had made it easy for you. It's already a number. And so we take that value, and then we just divide that number by how many buckets we have. We actually do a modulus or a modulo operation. So we're going to say, how many times does 5 go into 3? Well, it goes into 3 about 1 time, but what we really care about is the remainder. The remainder, which is the result of the modulus, says 5 gives us, just say a remainder of 3, 2. So if it's a remainder of 2, it's going to go straight over to bucket number 2. So this feed, that'll go right here. 101, record 101, 4, number 5 will go there. 6 is our next one. It has a remainder of 0. So he's just going to go to bucket 0 over here. So that's our 102, comma 6. The next one, 5, we saw that before. It's a remainder of 2. So he's also going to go back down here. So we have another one, 103, 5. And 9 divides evenly. So it has a remainder of 0. So we'll slide him over here. 104, comma number 9. And I'll just rip through these 4. It's going to land as 0. It has a remainder of 1. 105, 4, and 13. 13 is a remainder of 1, I believe. Yep. So there we go. 106 and 13. And 8 is 6, 7, 8, remainder of 2. We'll drop him over here. 107, number 8. And then 3 evenly divides into 0. So he lands in bucket 0, 108, comma 3. And the last one is 6. Also goes equally into here, 109, comma 6. And what you might see, and this is really what we're going for, is that we're guaranteeing the thing that we care about, the field that we're bucketing on, all of those values will land in the same place. So this one has 6, two instances of 6, they're in bucket 0. And this one has 2 instances of 5, and they're down there in bucket 2. So at heart, that's all we're talking about when we say hashing. It's a way to take a bunch of rows in a table and then chunk them, physically break them apart into n number of buckets, this case 3. And all we're going to do is take the field we're hashing on, that was 3, in this case cust ID, and turn that field into some type of integer. We did that already, it's an integer. And just do a modulus operation on the number of buckets, and then land it, in the particular bucket number that we see there. And that's it.